Imagine you are standing in the middle of an ancient forest at night. It is pitch black, and most importantly, it is dead silent. You don't hear any birds, you don't hear any insects, not even the wind. Does that mean the forest is empty? Does it mean there is no life? No. Any biologist will tell you the truth. The forest is silent because the animals are terrified. They know that in the dark, a predator is listening. They know that the one who makes a sound dies. Silence is not peace. Silence is camouflage. Now look up at the night sky. You see billions of stars, billions of chances for life. But when we point our telescopes into the void, we hear nothing but static. Scientists call this the Fermi Paradox. They ask, where is everybody? But what if the answer is much simpler and much more terrifying than we dare to admit? What if the universe is just another dark forest? And the reason we don't hear anyone is because everyone else knows they must stay quiet. Everyone, except us.
You might be thinking, wait, even if someone is out there, we are safe. The universe is too big. And you are right. Light takes millions of years to travel. If an alien civilization in the Andromeda Galaxy looked at Earth right now with a telescope, they wouldn't see skyscrapers. They wouldn't see cities. They wouldn't see us. They would see Earth 2.5 million years ago. They would see jungles and prehistoric creatures. So we are safe, right? They think we are just a planet of monkeys and lizards? Direction, darker tone, serious. That is humanity's biggest mistake. Because while light shows our past, our radio waves show our present. For over 100 years, we have been blasting signals into space. Radio, television, military radar. A massive bubble of noise is expanding from Earth at the speed of light. They don't need to see us. They just needed to listen. While every other civilization in the forest is hiding in the bushes, holding their breath. We are the idiots who lit a fire in the middle of the clearing and started screaming, "We are here! We have water! We are alive!"
Let's break it down. Why would they want to destroy us? Why wouldn't an advanced civilization be friendly? The answer comes from the dark forest theory. It's not about hatred. It's about pure mathematics. It is called the chain of suspicion. Imagine two civilizations on opposite sides of the galaxy. Civilization A and Civilization B. Civilization A discovers us. Can they risk making contact? No, because they don't know if we are good or bad. And even if they knew we were good, they cannot know if we think they are bad. It is an endless spiral of paranoia. The distance between stars is too great. Before a message saying, "We come in peace," could reach us, hundreds of years would pass. The survival of their entire species is at stake. Can they afford to bet their existence on hope? Mathematics says, no. If you see movement in the dark forest, you don't shoot because you are evil. You shoot because you want to survive. Striking first is the only logical choice.
But there is still one argument. We are just ants to them. Why would a Type 3 civilization capable of harnessing stars waste ammunition on us? We can't hurt them. Really, look at human history. Just 200 years ago, we were riding horses and fighting with swords. Today we are splitting the atom, landing on the moon, and creating artificial intelligence. 200 years. To an alien civilization that has existed for millions of years, that is less than a blink of an eye. Direction, ominous warning. This is what they are afraid of. It is called a technological explosion. They don't see us as ants. They see us as a virus that multiplies exponentially. Today we are harmless, but tomorrow, in 1,000 years, we could be stronger than them. The universe is finite, resources are finite. No gardener lets weeds grow tall enough to block the sun. They must crush the egg before the monster hatches. They must destroy us now while we are still trapped on one planet.
And what would that attack look like? Forget Hollywood. No massive fleets of ships orbiting Earth. No laser battles where heroic pilots defend New York. If a Type 3 civilization attacks us, we won't even notice it until it's over. It won't be a war. It will be pest control. Imagine a weapon that doesn't target people, but the laws of physics themselves. In sci-fi literature, this is called a dimensional strike. What if they could reduce the dimension of our space from 3D to 2D? Imagine the Earth, the Sun, and our entire solar system collapsing into a flat painting. In a single second, everything you know, mountains, oceans, your own body, would lose its depth. You would become an infinitely thin layer on the canvas of the universe. No pain, no explosion, just erasure. For them, it is routine. They clean the area to make sure no noise ever comes from here again, and the forest goes back to being silent.
And what would that attack look like? Forget Hollywood. No massive fleets of ships orbiting Earth. No laser battles where heroic pilots defend New York. If a Type 3 civilization attacks us, we won't even notice it until it's over. It won't be a war. It will be pest control. Imagine a weapon that doesn't target people, but the laws of physics themselves. In sci-fi literature, this is called a dimensional strike. What if they could reduce the dimension of our space from 3D to 2D? Imagine the Earth, the Sun, and our entire solar system collapsing into a flat painting. In a single second, everything you know, mountains, oceans, your own body, would lose its depth. You would become an infinitely thin layer on the canvas of the universe. No pain, no explosion, just erasure. For them, it is routine. They clean the area to make sure no noise ever comes from here again. And the forest goes back to being silent. This brings us to the final mistake. In 1974, we sent a message into the stars, a map directly to our home. We thought we were brave explorers, but in reality, we were just a child screaming in a dark forest. That signal has been traveling for 50 years. It has touched dozens of star systems, and the math is brutal. Someone has already heard it. Maybe that is why the universe is so silent. Because everyone else is hiding from what is coming. So when you look up tonight, remember, you are not looking into a peaceful void. You are looking down the barrel of a gun, and the hunter has just found the trigger.